Welcome back to the Financial Fitness Channel.
Something else to get me through this.
It's Ying and I am Ivy. Welcome back to our Facebook page or welcome back to our YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed, do subscribe to us or do follow us on our Facebook page. All the links are down below. Okay, I know it's a bit weird seeing us in this setup, but today we are kind of rushing on things. She got appointment, I got appointment, but we want to be consistent on posting videos. We have been getting a lot of good feedback from the videos that we have been posting. So in order for us to produce more videos, we are doing this on the go. If you like this kind of setup, do let us know down in the comments down below as well. This week we are actually going to cover the 8 most asked questions during an interview. Some of the fresh graduates have been visiting our page lately and they have been asking questions like, how do I get a higher income during an interview, or how do I answer some of the interview questions. I'm sure if this is the kind of challenges that you might be facing, then feel free to stay all the way until the end if you want to secure that job. Question number 1. Tell me about yourself. I myself am an employer, okay, so I run an agency with my sister and we have been interviewing quite a lot of candidates in the past. And one of the most asked question would be like, I want to know more about you. The reaction that we hate the most about this is people who just tell us actually I have nothing to say.
No, I think I've gotten one is actually everything is written on the resume. You can just have a look. I'm like,
that is. Why would you say that? Okay, what's the purpose of this interview if you cannot even describe me or who you are or what you have done?
Yeah, I mean, okay, the reason why we ask this kind of question is we want to test your communication skill and also how you present yourself. Of course, the content matters as well, but more importantly is how you express it. How you present it.
This is actually a very good ice-breaking question for me to get to know you, yourself as a person, your likes, your dislikes, what can you do for me, what kind of personality you have. So it's a good impression to make for this question, alright? If you don't know how to introduce yourself, so easy. You only have to cover 4 things. 1, who are you? Where you are from? That means, where do you stay? Are you from in town or are you from outskirts of town? Who are your family? Okay, so this is basically the basic thing that you can cover. How old you are, okay? All the normal biography stuff, alright? Then number 2 is, what have you been doing? What kind of experience that you have? For example, have you been going to school? Have you been joining what kind of club? Have you been doing projects, social projects that you go and volunteer, so on and so forth. Number 3, what kind of hobbies that you have? Do you play golf? Do you play basketball? Do you go online?
What interests you?
What interests you?
Yeah, what's your interest? What
I want to
excites
see
you?
if I like you or not. I like to watch movies. I'm a Marvel fan. She's a gym goer. If let's say you kind of have a same interest as us, maybe we'll like you. From the same interest. I want to find our common ground. Okay.
Yes.
Number 4. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? Okay, tell me more about you. What kind of personality that you have? Are you an outgoing person, or are you the type that has a talent in cooking, or are you the type that has a good memory skill? Tell us what your strengths and weaknesses. Are you the type that I cannot sleep too late? I have to wake. I have to. That's very, very terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That hurts.
We're gonna buy pink tea. It's a healthy tea. It's not boba tea. It's infused fruit tea. So
we
it's
very lucky 咧。
yeah.
我们一来前面就有一个
Managed to
parking
find a
了。
parking. Because we are on the go today. So we're gonna stop for a while. We're gonna buy the pink tea. Okay, cut for a while. Okay, we'll be back.
To get me through this semi-time kind of life, baby, I want something else. I'm not listening when you say
Okay, question number 2. Why do you want to join us? It is not about how much you know about us, but it is about whether you got prepare yourself to study about what we do at our company.
Yeah, for example, like what's our business, what services we provide, like or what product. You don't need to go in detail, but at least some basic one you should know, right?
It's not like we are asking you to prepare a thesis or anything like that. Basically, the employer itself, they just want to know whether are you serious in applying this position or not, whether are you serious in knowing how to help our company grow, no matter what position you are. It could be an admin position, it could be a telemarketing position, it could be a sales position, doesn't matter. But the higher ranking the position is, the more prepared that you should be when it comes to this question on why do you want to join us. Okay, it seems like it's a very simple question, but it is a very critical question. Number 3, why do you think you can do this job well? Wow, this is a very, very important question. Every time when I ask this question, right, the candidates will definitely say
Like this. I don't know. If can, I will try.
no, I tell you, even worse. The feedback that I usually get is, I don't know, I just try only. It's like, what? Like, seriously? Some of you may not believe people saying this, but actually, this really do happen. Some people actually say like this.
Yeah, I think they will say like what? I don't know. I haven't do before. I just try lah.
Okay.
This kind of response, right, you make us feel that like, oh, so you just try like half-heartedly, and then if cannot, then what? You quit and you just bye-bye, go away, is it? Is that what you're trying to say?
So why should I hire you then? You make me lose confidence in hiring you, right? So basically, okay, if you're a fresh grad and you don't know and you're still exploring opportunities, which I understand, you don't know what is this job about, it's fine. But at least answer this question well by saying, I'm a fresh graduate, I'm still exploring opportunities. I saw this job on the market and it piqued my interest to know more. Okay, it might be something that aligns with your goal. If let's say you are a person who's always been looking into the management path, okay, so you could say like, I'm looking to understand how does a corporate company runs well, therefore I want to come into this position to understand how does the process goes. Hey, that kind of response makes an impact, and that is what we want from you, and also a lot of employers want to hear from you to say that. Okay, number 4, how well can you cope with pressure? Okay, in any company, even though in any company there's always some amount of pressure, all right? It could be from peer pressure, it could be from the job pressure, it can also be seeing how you can adapt well towards changes, okay, in the company. For example, like, what if a project that goes wrong and you have to make a decision here and there? What can you do with it? How are you going to handle it? We are not asking for a perfect outcome, all right? Not everybody can do a perfect job. We're just wanting to understand how can you handle it well, okay? Just for example, like for me itself, even though I have been in business, I've been working for at least for 15 years, I also cannot handle everything on my own. I still rely on my boss, I still rely on my seniors for help. It is all about knowing how to handle the situation. If you do not know whether you can handle it or not, they just want to see how you cope with it. Okay, so a good answer would be, for me, I may not be a great person to handle pressure, but I've always known how to look for a way out. Like I will look for answers from my
seniors.
I will definitely ask guidance from my boss. I will not simply make any, take any steps or action assumption before I get approval from my peers. Hey, that is a very reasonable answer to give. All right, and that's the kind of answer that you should give for your employers. Number 5, are you a team player? Oh, this is a very, very important question. Most of the candidates, they don't really know how to answer this question. They'll just say yes.
And then what?
Yes, I'm a team player. I used to play sports, so I know how to do a team player. No, that is not the answer that your employer is looking for. What are we looking for when it comes to this question is, we want to know how you can carry the weight and responsibility by sharing responsibility with other people. All right, even though you're applying for let's say you're applying for an accountant job, okay, and it is not within your responsibility to do an administration task. Okay, maybe the secretary is not around, and then we just need somebody to handle the phone calls today. Correct? So we sometimes, as a team, okay, in the office, we sometimes need your support to support the secretary while she is on leave to make sure that the office runs well that day. That is what it means to be a team player. Okay, so a good answer to say this is, you can share some of your experience if you have, if in the past you have done projects, or you have been in club activities, or you have been planning events. You can share some of your experience from there. You can say that one day some of our members have fallen sick, and I have to step in to pull out some responsibilities, and I understand that is what it means to be a team, because this is our goal. We just need to make sure that the process and the procedures runs well, and the event goes into a very successful event. So this is what they want to hear from you.
Or like the projects that you have done before, either in school or like any work experience. They just want to know, do you play well with others?
Yes, that's number 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? I think this is actually one of the hardest questions that most candidates have difficulty in answering. Every time when I ask this question, they will always like stun for a while, and they don't know, because I understand a lot of fresh graduates, they don't really have a goal yet into what they are aiming for, okay, which is perfectly fine. I'm not saying there's any problem with it. Why employers ask this question is because they want to know whether you have some kind of vision for yourself.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a very long-term vision. It can be a short-term vision, just some sort of planning that you have done for yourself. For example, like you know that you like management, okay? So now you're looking for opportunities. You want to explore into this, or you want to improve in this aspect or area. So that's all that you can say about yourself. For example, for me, I'm very good at speaking. So when I apply for a sales position, I would tell my employees, I would say that I'm looking to improve my social skills. I'm looking to improve my presentation skills. I'm looking to improve my customer service skills. Therefore, I want to apply for your position to further to enhance. That's my current short-term goal. And in 5 years' time, I hope to see myself as a senior level in that position. And that's all that you can say. That's basically. So if you have not yet had the kind of vision for yourself, not a long-term one, but a short-term one, you need to at least think for yourself before you go for an interview. And that will definitely guarantee you to get that job.
Yeah, at least work on a model answer. Know? I mean, don't go in and stun and then I don't know. Yeah, I think the answer I don't know is the worst.
The worst.
It shows that you have no preparation whatsoever, and you just, you are just trying and like, just testing water.
Yes.
That's what they would say.
Yeah. Final note, okay, a word of advice that I would like to give to all the fresh graduates out there. Never say I don't know, okay? And always leave a strong impression behind. Say something that, like your USP, your unique selling point. Say something that they will like about you. Anything that is interesting, so that they can remember you well. Always remember, you're not working for them. All right. I understand that a lot of fresh graduates, they're always looking for a job. They always think that they are beneath that boss level. I'm looking for a job, I'm working for somebody. No, when you go for an interview, you must always remember that you're working with the company, not for the company. So you want to make sure that you are at the same level as your peers, so that they can feel that you are there to contribute, okay? Not just go there like a robot and then just like a slave and then just do your job and then all those kind of things. It actually separates you as a different level kind of person compared to any other person out there. So remember, you're not working for the company, but you're working with the company. All right, there is a difference. There's definitely a difference. So that's it for our video today. If you have any other questions in regards to what kind of interview questions that you do not know how to handle, feel free to comment down below. We'll be very happy to answer that for you. Or if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up. It really encourages us to do so. And we'll see you next time. Bye!